Hello students, myself Dr. Shreyas Joshi, and today I would be discussing the insights of Pharmaceutics in Ayurved, that is Rasa Shastra evam Bhaishajya Kalpana. Objectives. Let us see what are the specific learning objectives of the session. At the end of the session, first year homeopathy students should be able to understand what is Rasa Shastra, what is Bhasma, that is medicinal ash, what are the types of Rasayana in Rasa Shastra, what is Bhaishajya Kalpana, what are the primary dosage forms, which are the secondary dosage forms, what are the other preparations, and what is Pathya Kalpana. Let's start with the introduction. According to Ayurveda, there are 3 steps for the assessment and treatment of disease, namely Hetu, Linga and Aushadha. It is also called as Triskandha Ayurveda. Hetu means to find out the causative factors. The second is Linga, which means signs and symptoms of the respective disease. And the last one is Aushadha, which is the application of medicines according to the causative factors and signs symptoms. As we saw in previous session, Ayurveda primarily emphasizes diagnosis before instilling any type of treatment. For treatment, we require medicinal formulations. This session will give you an idea of how to prepare medicinal formulations classically. Preparation of medicines mainly handled by the Rasa Shastra evam Bhaishajya Kalpana division. Rasa Shastra means the science of mercury or the knowledge of essence. Rasa Shastra mainly deals with the knowledge of alchemy, that is Lohavad, specially related to mercurial and metallic preparations. It was being used to strengthen the body or to become immortal. It is called as Dehavad. The initial concept of Rasa Shastra was to transfer the lower or base metals into the higher or noble ones. This Lohavad achieved the stage of Dehavad by using these metals to maintain life. From the period of Nagarjuna, who is considered as the father of Hindu or Indian alchemy, made the use of minerals, metals and mercury popular in the treatment of diseases, that is called as Chikitsavad. His famous quote is as follows: Siddhe rase karishyami nirdaridryam gadam jagat, which means, with the help of Siddha rasa, that is purified and processed mercury, I will make this world free from diseases. An Ayurvedic reference book named Rasaratna Samuchchaya and Sharangdhar Samhita describes the basic principles of Ayurvedic drug preparation. Rasaratna Samuchchaya describes metals, minerals, especially Parada or mercury, and their preparations in therapeutic uses. Sharangdhar Samhita mainly focuses on Bhaishajya Kalpana. It has 3 parts or khanda and a total of 32 chapters dedicated to drug formulation and preparation. Prathama Khanda describes general information about the various terminologies and measurements. Dvitiya Khanda describes standard operating procedures for dosage forms of medicine, and Tritiya Khanda directs the application of prepared medicine in various diseaseful conditions. Let's begin with the Bhasma concept, or it is also called as medicinal ash. The fundamental concept of Rasa Shastra is to transfer metals and minerals into biocompatible forms that can be safely used for medicinal purposes. Metals and minerals are transformed to nanoparticle size by using the traditional methods of drug preparation, so they can be easily absorbed by the body. In Ayurveda, Bhasma refers to a specific type of herbo-mineral formulation prepared through a unique process of incineration and purification. Bhasma is a fine powder or ash-like substance. These processes enhance the therapeutic properties, resulting in the medicine becoming highly potent even in minute doses. The preparation of Bhasma involves the following steps. The first step is purification, or it is also called as Shodhana. The raw material procured from the market may contain impurities. So, it is necessary to eliminate those impurities before using that drug for treatment purpose. The raw materials are subjected to multiple purification processes to remove the impurities, toxins, and undesirable substances. Various methods like soaking, washing, heating, and grinding are employed to eliminate impurities, which enhances the therapeutic qualities of the ingredient also. The second procedure is levigation, or it is also called as bhavana. After purification, the obtained substance is ground with the help of mortar and pestle into a fine powder and is added with specific herbal extracts, juices, or decoctions. Purified drug with the decoction is triturated till it attains the soft paste-like form or just like a dough. This process is known as bhavana, which involves repeated grinding and mixing to ensure proper assimilation of the medicinal properties of the substances. Levigated material is dried in shade in pellet form. And the last preparation procedure is incineration or marana. The levigated pellets are then subjected to controlled high temperature calcination. This process involves heating the pellets in a specific vessel called musha or kupi. Then, using traditional heating methods with the help of cow dung cakes or wood fire until they are reduced to their ash-like form. Measurement of the quantum of heat was done with the concept of putta as Mahaputta, Gajaputta, Varahaputta, Laghuputta, and Kukkutaputta. The dimensions and the generated heat quantum can be seen in the table shown. Mahaputta is the largest one as the name suggests, and Kukkutaputta is the smallest one. Mahaputta generates around 1000 to 1200 degrees centigrade of heat quantum, and Gajaputta generates 750 to 900 degrees centigrade of heat. Varahaputta generates 500 to 700 degrees centigrade, and Kukkutta and Laghuputta produces 150 to 300 degrees centigrade of heat. The incineration process is performed in a meticulous and precise manner involving multiple cycles of heating, cooling, and grinding. Nowadays, heating is achieved with the help of horizontal or vertical electronic muffle furnace. The use of modern technology saves time and energy and results in speedy production of medicine. Some commonly used metals and minerals include gold, silver, copper, iron, lead, mercury, sulfur, and various gemstones. These are meticulously processed and combined with herbal ingredients to form medicines known as medicinal ash or bhasma. Some common examples of bhasma include Naga bhasma, Loha bhasma, Suvarna bhasma, Tamra bhasma, etc. After preparation of this medicinal ash, it is very much necessary to check and confirm the quality of prepared medicine. You may be heard of heavy metal poisoning, as Rasa Shastra mainly contains heavy metals, so to avoid heavy metal poisoning incidences, From ancient times only, Ayurved has prescribed various quality checks as Varitaratva, Rekhapurnatva, Nischandra, Niswada, Nirdhuma, etc. Let's understand them one by one. Varitaratva. Varitaratva means prepared medicine should float on the water. This is mainly used to assess the specific gravity. The specific gravity of metal is always higher than the water. Hence, to check whether any undigested metal has remained, this test is performed. Next one is Rekhapurnatva. Rekhapurnatva means it should enter in between the papillary ridges present on the finger, and this is mainly used to assess the fineness of the prepared product. Nischandra. Nischandra means there should not be any shiny material present in the product. One example is while preparing the kajjali, that is a jet black powder which is prepared by triturating purified mercury and sulfur in mortar and pestle and triturated together till no shiny material is seen except just a jet black powder. The Nischandra is a main confirmatory sign while preparing the kajjali. The next quality check is Niswada. Niswada means it should be devoid of any taste, especially the metallic taste. Next one is Nirdhuma, means when the prepared product is subjected to fire, then it should not emit any smoke. This confirms the absence of sulfur. Nowadays, these quality checks can be achieved with the help of modern sophisticated tools such as the X-ray diffraction technique, scanning electron microscope, atomic absorption spectroscopy, and inductive coupled plasma spectroscopy. X-ray diffraction technique is used to assess the composition of the product. Scanning electronic microscope determines the particle size, that is nanoparticles. Atomic absorption spectroscopy used to assess the content of bhasma in elemental composition, and inductive coupled plasma spectroscopy is used to determine quantity of elemental composition. Rasaushadhis were traditionally used as rasayana, and their types are as follows: Kharaliya rasayana, Parpati rasayana, Kupipakva rasayana, and Pottali rasayana. These forms are disease specific and highly potent with wide therapeutic uses. Kharaliya rasayana are those which are prepared in mortar and pestle with a trituration process. For example, preparation of kajjali from purified mercury and sulfur triturated together till we get a jet black colored smooth fine powder. No external heat is used in the preparation of Kharaliya rasayana. Parpati rasayana. Parpati rasayana is just like a wafer form of medicine. It requires a minimum quantum of heat till the material attains liquid form, and then it is pressed flat in a wafer form. For example, Rasaparpati is used in digestive disorders, especially in duodenal ulcers and irritable bowel syndrome. Kupipakva rasayana. Kupi means bottle. Medicine prepared in bottles with mild, medium and high pattern of heating. For example, Rasa Sindur, Makardhwaj. Pottali rasayana is a special form of medicine prepared with cooking the material in a liquefied sulfur bath and used as emergency medicine. For example, Rasagarbha Pottali, Suvarna Pottali. As these medicine contains metals and minerals, and some of them are of the heavy metal category. So, it is important to note that the preparation and use of herbo-mineral and metallic formulations require specific knowledge, expertise, and strict adherence to the quality control measures to ensure their safety and efficacy. Therefore, it is essential to consult a qualified registered Ayurveda practitioner before using such types of medicines. Hence, self medication is strictly prohibited. Let's discuss the Bhaishajya Kalpana. In Bhaishajya Kalpana, the meaning of Bhaishajya is Aushadha, that is, medicine or the drug having the capacity of curing the disease. There are several meanings of the word Bhaishajya, but the ultimate meaning is disease curing drug or diet. The meaning of Kalpana is the method or process of modification of drugs into a palatable form. In short, Bhaishajya Kalpana deals with the various methods of processing of drugs and preparation of formulations. Mainly three types of medicines as herbal, herbo-mineral, mineral and metallic preparations. Herbal medicines are prepared with herbs and herbal products. Herbo-mineral medicines prepared with herbs, minerals and metals as ingredients. Mineral and metallic preparations are prepared with minerals and metals as main ingredients with herbal juices and decoction. Selection of ingredient. The formulation begins with the selection of an appropriate drug based on its therapeutic properties and compatibility with the patient's condition. Processing and purification. Mainly, ingredients require processing and purification to eliminate toxins, enhances the therapeutic properties and ensure their safety. Purification techniques are employed to transform the raw material into purified form suitable for medicinal use. Formulation and combination. After processing the ingredients are combined in a specific proportions. A proper formulation and combination will ensure the formulation's synergistic effect and minimize adverse drug reactions. Standardization and quality control. Quality control measures are implemented to ensure the consistency, safety, and efficacy of Ayurvedic medicines. These include the testing for the presence of heavy metals, microbial contamination, etc. Ministry of Ayush has prepared Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia of India, in short API, for single drug monographs which give information about the identification and therapeutic uses of single herbs in Ayurveda. Ayurvedic Formulary of India AFI contains formulations of Ayurvedic dosage forms and their therapeutic uses. Bhaishajya Kalpana considers various factors such as the patient's constitution, disease stage, dosha imbalance, and route of administration to customize the medicines for optimal therapeutic outcome. It emphasizes the holistic approach of Ayurveda by considering not only the active ingredients but also the overall formulation and its effect on the body. Let's understand what are the primary dosage forms, or it is also called as Panchavidha Kashaya Kalpana. Here, Panchavidha means 5 types. Kashaya word is used in the context of form of medicine, and Kalpana means the different types of formulation. It means 5 primary types of medicinal formulations such as Swarasa, Kalka, Kwatha, Hima, and Phanta. As you observe the list in descending order, the Swarasa is heavy to digest, and the last one, Phanta, is light in terms of digestion. So, these formulations can be used as per the digestive capacity of an individual. All these formulations must be freshly prepared and used immediately. They don't possess any shelf life. Swarasa means whole drug extract or juice. For the preparation of Swarasa, the drug must be fresh with a sufficient amount of moisture content or water content in the drug. It must be without any contamination. It should be in a mature stage but not over matured and must not be attacked by any pests. The drug must be clean first. The drug is cut into small pieces and crushed with mortar and pestle into smaller fine particles. Then the crushed drug is transferred in a wet cloth and squeezed in a beaker. The obtained liquid is called as Swarasa or juice. Nowadays, mixers or grinders are used for the preparation of Swarasa or juice. Swarasa can be given in the maximum dose up to 20 ml through oral route. Some common examples of Swarasa are Ardrak Swarasa, or that is ginger juice, and Tulsi Swarasa, that is juice of leaves of holy basil. Ardrak Swarasa or ginger juice is used in cough and cold along with honey and pinch of black pepper. Tulsi Swarasa is also used in common cold-like situations. Next dosage form is Kalka, a soft bolus or paste prepared by pounding the wet drug or dry drug. For pounding of dry drug, water is added as per requirement. The whole mass formed as a bolus is called as Kalka. You can have an idea from the picture shown. Kalka is taken internally along with other juices, milk and cow urine, or with just hot water. Kalka is also applied externally for skin diseases, wounds and joints. Thus, it is used externally as well as internally. It is also used in Basti Kalpana, that is Niruha type of Basti in Panchakarma procedures. Some common examples are Rasona Kalka, that is garlic paste, Nimba Kalka, that is paste of Azadirachta indica leaves. Rasona Kalka, that is garlic paste, is used along with sesame oil in joint disorders and fever. The dose of Kalka is 10 gram per day. Third dosage form is Kwatha. Kwatha is hot decoction or aqueous extract of the drug. The drug is pounded into small pieces or taken in a coarse powder form. The amount of water taken for preparation of decoction varies as per the nature of the drug, but commonly one part of the drug is boiled with 16 times of water on mild heat and it is reduced to 1/8 part. After reduction, the remaining liquid is filtered through fine cotton cloth. The collected liquid is called as Kwatha or hot decoction. Nowadays, commercial medicine preparing firms use the steam for boiling purposes. This provides uniform heating from all sides and it saves time and energy also. Kwatha may be used internally and externally as well. For internal uses, it is taken in 80 ml quantity per day. Kwatha is the third in the list, means it is easy to digest as compared to Swarasa. While preparing the Kwatha, one must not lead the vessel, otherwise it becomes heavy to digest. Another precaution we have to take that it should be boiled on mild heat only. Otherwise, the active principles will not get extracted in the aqueous matter. Some common examples of Kwatha, that is Ayush Kwath formulated by Ayush Ministry, helped tremendously in COVID pandemic for the prevention of COVID related illness and to boost general immunity. It contains tulsi, dried ginger, black pepper and cinnamon stick. Triphala Kwatha is another example of Kwatha that is used internally and externally for cleaning of wounds. Next dosage form is Hima. Hima is a cold infusion. A coarse powder of the drug is kept in normal room temperature water for overnight. The ratio of drug and water is taken as 1:6. That is, 1 part of drug and 6 part of water is taken and kept overnight. Active principles get assimilated in the water and it is consumed the next day. The cold infusion method is used for drugs having aromatic compounds and volatile oils. For example, the use of kesher infused water while cooking is the commonest example of hima preparation. Dhanyaka hima or dhania water. Coriander seeds are kept in water overnight and the water is filtered in the morning. The filtered water is taken along with sugar candy or jaggery to overcome the burning sensation, excessive thirst in the summer season. The last dosage form in the Panchavidha Kashaya Kalpana is Phanta. Phanta is also called as hot infusion. For the preparation of Phanta, that is hot infusion, 4 times of hot water is added to the coarsely powdered drug and kept for some time, that is for 5 to 10 minutes, by covering it with a lid. And after 5 to 10 minutes, it is macerated with hands and filtered through the cloth. The obtained hot water infusion of the drug is called as Phanta. This method is used in the preparation of water extracts of the drug with aromatic compounds and volatile oils. Preparation of dip tea or coffee is a classical example of hot infusion. Let's understand the secondary dosage forms, or it is also called as Upakalpana. As we learnt in the previous slide, Panchavidha Kashaya Kalpana should be prepared fresh and has to be utilized immediately, so there should be some other dosage form of medicine that one can use for longer period and can be stored for longer duration. So using the base of primary methods, secondary dosage forms of preparation evolved and became popular amongst practitioners. Along with 5 fundamental dosage forms, the secondary and other dosage forms are called as Upakalpana. Secondary dosage forms of medicines are as follows: Kshirapaka, Pramathya, Churna, Vatiguti, Avaleha, Khandakalpana, medicated oil or ghee, Asav Arishta, Varti, etc. and other forms such as Lepa, Malahara. Let's understand them one by one. Kshirapaka. Kshirapaka is a subtype of Kwatha Kalpana. Kshira means milk. The dosage forms which is prepared with milk as a vehicle is known as Kshirapaka. 1 part of the coarse drug is boiled with 8 parts of milk and 32 parts of water and reduced till the water portion evaporates. This should be prepared fresh and consumed immediately. This is specifically used in children's and old age patients and in sensitive patients too. The dosage form is prepared for drugs which having fat soluble constitutions. For example, Arjun Kshirapak. Arjun Kshirapak is used in heart ailments. Pramathya is one of the dosage forms prepared like Kwatha or decoction. In Pramathya, paste is used instead of coarse powder. Pramathya is used as digestive decoction in diarrhea, dysentery like diseases. It is used to repair and support the digestive system. Pramathya is prepared with 1 part of drug and 8 part of water and is boiled and reduced to half. Paniya Kalpana means medicated water is just like the Pramathya, but the drug and water ratio varies. Paniya Kalpana or medicated water is prepared by adding 1 part of the dried drug and 64 parts of water. It is boiled and reduced to half. This medicated water is used therapeutically as per the conditions warranted by the patient. For example, Shadanga Paniya. Churna. Churna is another dosage form prepared from dry herbs by pounding them into powder form. The powder is filtered through 85 number mesh to procure smooth fine powder. Mainly single drug churna and compound drug churna are used in Ayurveda as medicine. For example, Sitopaladi churna is a classic example of compound drug churna, as it contains 5 drug powders mixed in a specific proportion. Amalaki churna comes under the single drug churna category. Vati Guti. Vati Guti are forms that are similar to tablets and prepared from dry drugs or paste of dry drugs. Drugs are triturated with herbal juices as the binding agents for the preparation of tablets. Sugar and jaggery are also used as binding agents in Vati Guti Kalpana. For example, Arogyavardhini Guti, Eladi Vati. Avaleha Khanda Kalpana is prepared from the decoction of drugs. This decoction is further boiled enough to attain the semi-solid form. This is called as Ghana or Avaleha or lickable form of medicine. In preparation of Avaleha Khanda Kalpana, that is granular form of medicine, sugar, jaggery and honey are added, which acts as natural preservatives, giving 1 year shelf life to the medicine. With controlled temperature and moisture conditions, it can be stored up to 3 years in a airtight containers. For example, the very famous Chavanprash Avaleha, Shatavari granules is an example of Khanda Kalpana and Avaleha Kalpana. Medicated oil or ghee is prepared by using the paste of drug, decoction and oil or ghee. This mixture is kept for boiling on medium heat till the water portion evaporates from decoction and medicinal value of the drugs gets infused into a oil or ghee. Thus prepared medicated oil or ghee can be used internally as well as externally also. For example, Mahanarayan Taila, Trifala, Ghrut. Asava Arishta. Asava Arishta are prepared by the fermentation process. Fermentation is achieved with the help of Dhataki Pushpa, that is flowers of fire flame bush, that is flowers of Woodfordia fruticosa, and supported by sweeteners like sugar or jaggery. All the drugs in cold or hot infusion form are shifted to an earthen pot. The earthen pot is sealed and kept in the husk or rice paddy for at least 30 to 40 days. Husk or rice paddy help in achieving a temperature around 40 degrees centigrade. The Dhataki Pushpa starts the fermentation and gets support from the sweetening agents and produces self-generated alcohol, which acts as a natural preservative. For example, Draksharishta Kumariyaso. Another form is Varti. Varti is prepared with the paste of drug and molded in a suppository shape and dried in the shade. For example, Dhumavarti, Phalavarti. The other forms such as Lepa and Malahara are the other dosage forms and used externally in Ayurveda. Lepa is nothing but a kalka form of medicine, and Malahar relates to the ointments. Examples of Lepa and Malahar are Dashanga Lepa, Sarjarasa Malahara. Pathya Kalpana. The meaning of Pathya is that which does not deviate from the righteous path and is pleasant to mind. One famous Ayurvedic proverb is as follows: when diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Classification of diet. In Ayurveda, classification is based on biological action of the food article and their rasa or taste. Ayurveda ingredients used for food and drinks have been classified into Shukadhanya Varga, that is corns with bristles, Shamidhanya Varga, that is pulses, Mouse Rasa or Mouse Varga, that is meat, types of various meats, Madhya Varga, alcoholic preparations, Shaka Varga, that is vegetables, Haridra Varga, that is salads, Jala Varga or Ambu Varga, that is various types of waters, Gorasa, milk and milk products, and Ikshurasa, sugar cane products. Kritanna Varga, various types of food preparations, and Ahara Yogi or accessory food articles. Food is given as a medicine or medicine is mixed with some dietary preparations. This type of dietary preparations aims to strengthen the body in a weak patients. Patients who are sensitive to medicines are given with these dietary protocols. Hence, here are some dietary preparations used for various diseases. Peya, Manda, Vilepi, Takra, Mausarasa. This Mausarasa is prepared with meat and spices and is prescribed for strength and improvement of digestive power. Another type of food preparation is Sirapa or Sharbata, Mantha and Panaka. These formulations are used in the treatment of excessive heat and thirst. These Pathya Kalpana are also used after Panchakarma patients till normal digestion gets back on track. Importance of Pathya. Righteous diet is worth of 100 drugs. Pathya Kalpana are of utmost importance in Sausarjan Krama prescribed after various Panchakarma procedures to support the digestive fire. It is important to maintain the overall health and well-being of an individual. Righteous diet help in the nutrition of bodily contents as well as the nutrition of mind, energy, strength, intellect and complexion, etc. Let's summarize the today's session. 3 pillars of Ayurveda as Hetu, Linga and Aushadha are called as Triskandha Ayurveda. Hetu and Linga portion we saw in earlier session of pathogenesis in Ayurveda. And in this session we discussed the Aushadha aspect, means the preparation of dosage forms from various drugs according to the need of the patient. Preparation of herbal, herbo-mineral and metallic medicines handled by Rasashastra evam Bhaishajya Kalpana section. Rasashastra means the science of mercury or knowledge of essence. Bhaishajya Kalpana means the various dosage forms of medicines. In ancient times, mercury was being used to strengthen the body and to become immortal. Ancient sages were aware of the use of mercury for noble metal preparations. But from the period of Nagarjuna, who is considered as the father of Hindu or Indian alchemy, introduced these preparations in the treatment of patients. Ayurvedic classical text Rasaratna Samuchchaya focuses mainly on Rasashastra preparations, that is, provides detail about the metallic and mercurial preparations, whereas Sharangdhar Samhita provides detailed information regarding the basic principles of Bhaishajya Kalpana to be followed while preparing medicines. A unique technique of converting metals into its ash-like substance to get absorbed in the body tissues has developed in ancient times by using traditional heating methods suggests that they had a thorough knowledge of nanotechnology. Nowadays, Bhasma can be prepared in vertical or horizontal electronic muffle furnaces. Ancient sages not only just prepared the medicines but also set the quality checks as Rekha Purnatva, Varitaratva, Nischandra, Nirdhuma, Niswada, etc. Nowadays, this can be achieved with the help of X-ray diffraction technique like modern sophisticated types of machineries. Bhaishajya Kalpana means various dosage forms of medicine we discussed. The primary dosage forms of medicines as Swarasa, Kalka, Kwatha, Hima and Fanta. As Swarasa are heavy to digest and Fanta is light to digest. So, these dosage forms can be used according to the digestive capacity of an individual. These dosage forms should be freshly prepared and used immediately, which gives them a very low or equal to nothing shelf life. Hence, to store the medicine for a longer duration, secondary dosage forms evolved and became popular amongst the practitioners, such as Kshirapaka, Pramathya, Churna, tablet making or Vatiguti, Avaleha, medicated oil or ghee, and Asav Arishta, and the last one is Varti. Other various preparations include Lepa and Malaharan, which can be correlated with the ointments. Bhaishajya Kalpana considers various factors such as patient's constitution, disease stage, dosha imbalance, and route of administration to customize the medicines for optimal therapeutic outcome. It emphasizes the holistic approach of Ayurveda by considering not only the active ingredient but also the overall formulation and its effect on the body. Prana pranabhrutam annam annam loko bhidavati tushti pushti bala medha sarvamanne pratishthitam. Ayurveda describes the importance of food with this shloka as food not only nourishes the body components but it also nourishes the mind as well. This physical and psychological level nutrition provides sense of satisfaction, strength, intellect to a person. When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Pathyakalpana in Ayurveda is of utmost importance like medicine. Classification of dietary products briefly stated in Ayurveda as Shuka Shamidhanya Varga, Shaka Haridra Varga, etc. Various dietary preparations are also described as Peya, Vilepi, Manda, Takarkalpana, etc. These are some of the basics of Rasashastra evam Bhaishajya Kalpana or Pharmaceutics in Ayurveda. Here are some references from textbooks and some research papers to know more about the Rasashastra evam Bhaishajya Kalpana.